Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Standard 9, chapter number 7, Diversity in Living Organism. In previous lecture, in first lecture, we have discussed basic classification of kingdoms. There were five kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. In first lecture, we have discussed the details of Monera, Protista, and Fungi. Yesterday, we have discussed Kingdom Plantae, details of Kingdom Plantae. Yesterday we have discussed details of Kingdom Plantae. Five subdivisions in Kingdom Plantae. Number one was Thallophyta, second one was Bryophyta, third one was Pteridophyta, fourth one was Gymnosperms, and fifth was Angiosperms. In Thallophyta, examples were Spirogyra and Eulothrix. The plants do not have well-defined body design, commonly called as algae. Now, in this, the plants do not have well-defined body. It means that the plants like neem tree, mango, they all have the perfect body which have leaves, stems, and roots. But in Thallophyta, it does not have well-defined body design. Number two, Bryophyta. In Bryophyta, these are commonly called as amphibians of kingdoms. The plant body is differentiated into roots-like, stem-like, and leaf-like structure. Here you have to mention that root-like, stem-like, and leaf-like. It means that it is not actually the root, stem, and leaf, but it is resembling root, stem, and leaf. So here in dark writing given roots-like, stem-like, and leaf-like structures, and there is no specialized tissue for the conduction of water and food. In Pteridophyta, there is the vascular land plants. Now, what do you mean by vascular land plants? There is two type of vascular tissues. Number one is xylem and number two is phloem. It means that there is tissue for food and water, for supplying food and water. In Pteridophyta, there is three organs of every plant, that is root, stem, and leaf is present always in Pteridophyta. Now there is special note is given. The reproductive organs are inconspicuous in Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta are can't develop seeds. It means that the upper three portions, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta, does not develop seeds. It means that they called cryptogamy or non-flowering plants. In that, in that plants, the flower does not bears. If you see perfectly, then you will see that this type of plants doesn't have any flower. Now there is two another classes. Number one is gymnosperm and number two is angiosperm. These two are flower bearing plants. That is also we also call them pherinogems, that is called flowering plants. In gymnosperm, there is naked seed bearing plants. It means that they doesn't have any fleshy fruit. It have only naked seed bearing plants. Now come to details of kingdom Animalia. In Animalia, there is further classification on the basis of non-chordates and chordates. Now, what do you mean by chordates and non-chordates? If you have seen that every animal and every human being, we have a vertebral column. We have a vertebrate column which is in our back. That's why we can sit properly, we can stand properly. So, on the basis of that, the kingdom Animalia is classified into two things, that is non chordates and chordates. So, we will see first In this lecture, this is non-chordate. Non-chordate is further classified into Porifera, Coleanthera, Nematoda, Annelida, Anthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, and now second one is chordates. So in this lecture, we will discuss about only non-chordates. So number one is Porifera. The word Porifera means organisms with hole. Now it is, what do we mean by this? So in these organisms, they organisms have the holes in their body. The canal system helps in circulating water, food, and oxygen. It means that this is pipe-like structure in which everything is filled and flow. Water, food, oxygen, for everything there is only a one passage. They are non-motile with cellular level of organization and mainly marine organism with hard outer coat called as skeleton. They are commonly called as sponges, that is spongilla and cycon. Now it means that they are non-motile. It means कि वो जो है वो अपने आप से हल नहीं सकते हैं, इधर उधर जा नहीं सकते हैं, नॉन मोटाइल है, ज्यादातर वो एक ही जगह पे चिपके हुए रहते हैं. ओके, एंड मोस्टली देर इज मेनली मरीन ऑर्गेनिज्म. इट मीन्स दैट के जितने भी ऑर्गेनिजम्स है वो मरीन ऑर्गेनिजम्स है. इट मीन्स दे लिव इन सी एंड ओशियन लाइक थिंग्स. Now number two class, Coelenterata. The word Coelenterata means organisms which with body cavity called coelenteron. They are radially symmetrical. Now what do you mean by radially symmetrical? Symmetry का चैप्टर आप लोगों ने मैथ्स में पढ़ा हुआ होता है. It means that it have symmetry. Now diploblastic, two layers of cell. It means that इसके अंदर कभी कभी two layers होते हैं, commonly called as Schneiderians. Stringing cells for production of are present in the body. For example, two examples are given: Hydra and C. anemone. Number three, Platyhelminthus. The word Platyhelminthus means organisms with flatworms. In this, you are observing that what do you mean by flatworms? They are bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic. It means that they have a bilaterally symmetrical, मतलब कि दोनों साइड से सिमेट्री होती है और उसके अंदर टोटल थ्री लेयर्स होते हैं. जो ऊपर वाला था कोएलन टेरेटा, उसके अंदर टू लेयर्स ऑफ सेल थे, इसके अंदर थ्री लेयर ऑफ सेल है. ओके, आइदर फ्री लिविंग और पैरासाइटिक. इट मींस दैट दे कैन लिव फ्रीली और इट विल बी पैरासाइटिक, मतलब कि किसी के ऊपर चिपक के रहते हैं या फ्री भी रह सकते हैं. नॉन ट्रू कोइलम इज प्रेजेंट. एक्स पेरेनियल फ्री लिविंग टैपवर्म. These are example of platyhelminthes. And number four, this is important, nematoda. The word nematoda means organism with round worms. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, familiar with parasitic worm. The false coilum is called the pseudocoilocoum. It is Ascaris. Ascaris and Eucharia. Now what do you mean by Ascaris? Ascaris हम सभी ने देखा हुआ होता है, जो वर्म वर्म होता है, वर्म एस्केरिस, जो बच्चों के पेट में कीड़े हो जाते हैं उसको एस्केरिस बोलते हैं. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ राउंड वर्म्स इज कॉल्ड ऑर्गेनिज्म विद राउंड वर्म्स. जो निमेटोडा क्लास है उसके अंदर इंक्लूडेड है ये. नंबर फाइव, एनेलिडिया. द वर्ड एनेलिडा मीन्स organism with metameric segmented. They are bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic with closed circulatory system, familiar with earthworms. मतलब it is also familiar with earthworms. मतलब earthworm जो आपने देखा होगा, अड़सिया जिसको बोलते हैं अपनी लैंग्वेज में. ओके, कब्रिस्तान में वगैरह वगैरह जगह पे देखने को मिलता है ये. सो उसका इंक्लूडेशन होता है एनेलिडा में. Number six is Antheropoda. The word Antheropoda means organism with jointed legs. They are bilaterally बायलेटरली सिमेट्रिकल ट्राइप्लोप्लास्टिक, ये सेम चीज इसके अंदर 4 5 6 में रिपीट हो रही है, इट इज बायलेटरिकली सिमेट्रिकल एंड ट्राइप्रोप्लास्टिक। नाउ एंथ्रोपोडा के अंदर जो फेमस है वो है कॉकरोचेस, प्रॉन, स्कॉर्पियन एंड हाउस फ्लाई। इसके अंदर जो है वो जॉइंट हमको जॉइंटेड लेग्स देखने को मिलते हैं। नाउ नंबर 7, मॉल्यूस्का। द वर्ड मॉल्यूस्का means organism with soft body. They are bilaterally symmetrical, trypoplastic, familiar with octopus, pila. Now, when you touch octopus, you feel that there is like some soft body. When you touch a cat, something like that, a sponge like body उनकी होती है, understand? So soft body होती है। ये जो क्लास है मॉलुस का, उसके अंदर जितने भी ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं उसकी जो बॉडी है वो सॉफ्ट होती है। इसके एग्जांपल्स दिए हुए हैं ऊनियो एंड चाइटोन। Number 8 is given echinodermata. The word echinodermata means organisms with spiny skinned. They are radially symmetrical, triploblastic, with coelomic cavity familiar with starfish. They are exclusively free-living marine animals, sea cucumber, feather star. So, in this class, the organisms have spiny skin. It means they have the spine-like structure on their body. So there were total 8 things in non-chordates. In next lecture, we will discuss about some chordate animals.